Today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, I have advanced tips and tricks for you to farm the new fairy event even more efficiently. Things I didn't cover in my first video that are so critical, I'm making a follow-up video because they'll make your life so much easier. If this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. Become part of the first 200k OGs on the channel, and let's get into the video. So if you haven't seen the first video, start there because it's going to give you the basis of how to do this event. And that video is called Do This Before It's Patched, Infinite Enchanted Eggs in Grow a Garden. If I ever use that title structure, Do This Before It's Patched, it's always one of my most important videos I make ever. And in that video, I cover the garden, I cover how to do the thing, etc., etc. But now we need to get to the advanced tips, things you probably didn't know that are going to help you immensely. The first one, come over here, come over here. Look at this lovely lady. She is the source of all of our lovely fairies that go out and give us mutations. Did you know? Let me just pause right there. What does that say? Do you know that fairies come offline as well? You hear that? You don't need to be in-game for the fairies to glimmer your garden. They will glimmer your garden overnight while you sleep. This is huge. This was not there in the B event. This was not there in any other event. The Zen event, none of them. This is new for the first time. Your garden, when you wake up in the morning, is going to be glimmered out like crazy. As such, you're going to want to plant as many plants as you can comfortably fit so that when you go to sleep and you come back, your garden is all glimmered up and you get to do as many hand-ins as you can. It's insane. I didn't know that was a feature. Somebody in the Dawn Discord server told me, and I was like, no, there's no way the developers did that. But they did. You can AFK overnight. No, sorry, not AFK. Shut the game down, turn off your computer, turn off your phone, go to sleep, wake up, and have a glimmered out garden. That is amazing. So you're definitely going to want to max out these things as much as you can. Max out the fairy event duration, max out the fairy spawn amount because they're going to work for you while you sleep. That is so clutch and that is so cool. Now, this is probably the most important tip. I didn't realize it until I was too deep in the event and too deep in the video to talk about it. Guys, focus on seed packs early. I did not realize that sometimes the rewards or sometimes the requirements require glimmered out fruits from the seed pack. So as you can see, I've placed down some sun bulbs. I'm placing down whatever this thing is. This thing is the briar rose. I'm placing down the glow thorns. I'm placing down all of these plants from the seed pack because sometimes they're required. So whenever you see a seed pack in your reward, grab them early, open them immediately, and plant them immediately. And it's just going to make your life so much easier with the quests moving forward. So as an example right now, let me see if I actually managed to get one of these new requirements. I have the blueberry, right? I'll offer all my plants, take my blueberry, make a wish, seed pack, yoink, thank you. Glimmering bamboo, I can do that no problem, except I can't. I have no glimmering bamboos here. All my bamboo are not glimmering. And this leads into my next tip. You can craft the glimmering sprays. Look at these 13 glimmering sprays I've got here. Hold on. I now have my glimmering bamboo. Let me go hand that in. You can craft glimmering sprays. And they're easy. Thing you need to do, plant mango trees. You need mango fruits as part of the crafting requirement. So do that. I'll show you that in just a second. I want to see if I can get to some of these new requirements from all the new plants and stuff. I will grab an egg. I'm good to go. Mango and apple. I'll deal with that in a second. Come over here to the crafting station. But you can now craft glimmering sprays. Every time you craft them, you get 3. That's going to help you so much when you have a quest requirement and you don't have enough glimmering fruits of that type. Oh, thank you for my sprays. And what do you need to craft the sprays? A cleaning spray, an orange tulip seed, a daffodil seed, and a mango fruit. Remember those. So watch, spray, seed, seed, and I got another mango fruit in my inventory here somewhere. Mango fruit, boom, craft. It takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds to craft 3 of them. That's it. That is so clutch. So if you ever come into a situation where you're like for example, I didn't have the glimmering bamboo. I sprayed the bamboo, done. I handed in my quest. Now I'm going to go do this quickly and hopefully I get the new requirements to show you. Oh, another tip, you can just kind of like zoom out your camera to see the requirements, mango and apple, and not have to actually walk all the way there. Can't find a glimmering apple, I'm going to spray it. Glimmering mango, thank you. Now this is going to move on to my next advanced tip because a lot of people were confused about this in my previous video, so I'm going to have clarification here. Offer all plants, take my rewards. Thank you very much. I guess I want the seed pack. Peppers and mangoes, I can do that. If you come into a situation, for example, where you have fruits or requirements in the quest that you don't have, you can brute force it. How do you brute force it? Notice how I need 500 points of fountain power. I can just take all the glimmering plants out of here, shove them into here, get that maxed out. And when that's maxed out, you move on to the next quest and you skip over the quest you couldn't complete. So brute forcing is possible. Now, a lot of people are talking about ways to brute force fairly efficiently. They're putting like a whole bunch of beanstalks in their garden or prismatic plants like sugar apples, and then using T-Rexes to spread the mutations. And they're finding like mimic octopuses to duplicate this, and they're all finding different ways to try and brute force through this efficiently. It is possible. But the problem is, the more expensive the plant, the slower they grow. So the prismatic fruits grow back slowly. Could you do tomato method? No, not really, because there's no like Tanshazuru to spread to a whole bunch of tomatoes. It's not really efficient that way either. I think the most efficient so far is actually planting the whole garden, then AFKing overnight, or just turning off the game overnight and getting a whole bunch of fruits. There's another thing you're probably going to want to do. If you have a Discord notifier, you probably have disabled this notification. You might want to re-enable this notification, and that's for specific plants, very cheap plants in the seed shop. And those plants are the following: your tulips, your daffodils, your especially, I don't know about you, but especially, but me, the pumpkins, and the watermelons. I only have like 2 pumpkins down and like maybe 1 watermelon left. I need them badly. They keep coming up for quests and they're single use, and I used a bunch of them for my achievements. I've got like none left. Also bamboo, but I have a lot of bamboo, for example. So go to your Discord notifier and re-enable pumpkins and watermelons, especially. I don't know about you, but I'm running out of them. So you don't run out of those single-use items when they become quests, forcing you to brute force it when you don't want to brute force. One thing I noticed about the event, in case you didn't notice, I need another mango. I believe how the fairies work, because I had my alt logged in, and my alt was getting fairies from the tree way slower. So it's not that you're sending out that many fairies all at once. I believe what's happening here is it might be a certain number of fairies per minute when you're looking at the upgrades. Take a look at this. So my upgrade, it says spawn fairy amount 9. I don't think it spawns 9 at once. Like you can literally watch the fairy leave and come back as we're talking right now. I don't think it spawns 9 at once. I think it spawns 9 per minute. See how quickly it's going? When you first start out, it doesn't go that quick. It comes back to the fairy queen, it sits there for quite a while, and then it goes back out. So I think it just has more times per minute. So you have 9 times per minute. Look at this math. This math is disgusting. This is insane. Show me the upgrades. If it's 9 times per minute at 16 minutes, that's a lot of glimmering fruits, especially when you're offline at night. That is so clutch. And I believe that is everything I have for you today regarding this event. I believe I've told you the best ways to farm it. I believe I've told you the best ways to do it. I told you what to do, what to put down, what to focus on, seed packs, overnight, crafting. There's so many things. This event is interesting. It's really, really cool. And I believe we're going to be able to farm up as many eggs as we want, guys. Hopefully this video was useful to you. Hopefully it was valuable to you. If it was, go ahead and hit subscribe. Become part of the first 200K OGs on the channel. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.